hello world. I might have just woken up from a nap, so I'm a little bit eepy, but... Okay, yeah, this is day 90 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Yeah, I guess I'm just blurry, that's cool. Okay, yeah, so last time we worked on the tree merging algorithm a little bit. Specifically, we added like actual tree comparison now. So now we need to like actually do the thing that merges the trees. What's good, Niraj? Good to see you. I've already explained the different steps of instruction selection before. I'm not gonna give the spiel again. I'm a little bit tired. So yeah, let's get merging. Yeah. So yeah, today was quite cold outside, so I'm a little bit chilly, but still alive. Yeah, so this identity theft thing, that will be fun. Happy 90 days, thank you. Okay, how do we even do this? I think we just have we can just throw a helper up at the top as well, right? Let's see. I guess we could void morph into. It's kind of like a morph thing. Respect for waking up on time. Yeah, I mean, that's what an alarm does. The only thing I feel like if I didn't have the stream, I would have just slept for the next 2 hours and I would have woken up and it'd be like 10 and I'd have like a project to work on and I'd be like, damn. So yeah, that's how life is, I guess. Okay, so how do I do this identity theft thing? Oh, what's good, Aiden? I'm avoiding working on the OS lab. What's good, Sam? I haven't seen you in a while here. Hopefully you're doing all right. Okay, morph into. Unless I want to call it like identity theft. I don't know. Let me scaffold this out a little bit more. Looking moving, nice. Now keep me updated. Let me know if there's anything I need to work on. Midterms killing me, but still here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so we want. Which trees are we merging? We're merging tree 2? No. So we're merging, replacing the leaf with cur tree. So we want cur tree to morph into, no, we want tree 2 to morph into cur tree. So we want tree 2 and then cur tree. 100 subs away from passing. Holy shit, that's crazy. That is crazy to think about. I'm actually not gonna think about that. Yeah, you're still the OG. So if y'all haven't already, you should sub to Aiden's channel. I think YouTube shows people's like YouTube handles now, so it's right there in the chat. Dare you make a compiler in JS and make the file node CP Node.js? Hell no. That does not sound enjoyable. I don't even know how I'd begin to handle JS logic. It just does so many things that you wouldn't expect it to. Okay, so we want morph into. So let's do like. So we want a shared footer from. And then we want also like 2 words, and this is 2. It's also void. Do it for the bros? Nah, I will avoid JavaScript for the bros, actually. Anything but use JavaScript. This is the place. Okay. So yeah, these trees should both be should both be what type are these in? These are registers. Okay. From reg equals, we want a dynamic cast to register node. Yeah, so register node star. I should probably implement the fast dynamic cast, but oh well. Surely this is fine. COBOL compiler, that sounds a little bit miserable. That also runs the risk of me writing COBOL code for the foreseeable future, which also does not sound very enjoyable. So we want the from reg, we want to reg. Okay. And register node, I hope is the correct one. Oh yeah, we do it up here. Oh, I could have just still. Okay, all good. You answer my question about favorite C++ book? I've been thinking about that. I didn't answer it. I can't really think of one off the top of my head. Mostly because I'm not very familiar with C++ bookland. Yeah, I haven't looked into them too much. Does C++ reference count? I hope that counts. It's just like it's very laid out there. It does everything I need it to. Okay, so what does a register node have? So it has a name and it has a source. The name should be the same. Same reg I think just compares names, right? Is that how I implemented it? Yeah, okay. So the name should already be the same, so we don't need to worry about that. So we just need to change the source, I guess. Prior C++? Yeah, that seems solid from what I've heard. What resource did you learn? I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just worked through it. Or just like, I kind of just like raw dog C++. I like technically quote unquote learned from a class, like one of my intro CS courses, but beyond that I haven't really like learned too much. It's just like, yeah, like if you know what a pointer is and like if you can kind of figure out what a reference is, I think that's like reasonable foundation wise. Yeah. There's a lot of just like banging my head against the wall until the code magically works. Okay, so we just want to update the pointer, the set source. Let's make get source real quick. So get source. Okay. Alright, so let's put this here. This should not be void. And then we want to return source. Oh my god, I'm writing this like I'm writing Rust. Oh no, no. Okay, I need an explicit return, and then a semicolon. Oh lord, okay. That was scary for a second. Keep your work, it's very inspiring, starting to be AI infra engineer. Fun stuff. Appreciate the support. Hopefully you're doing as well as I am, if not better. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Oh, maybe this getter should just return the node star, huh? Yeah, that might. Wait, why haven't I been doing this for all the other getters that are like unique pointers? Wait, this is actually a very good question. Why haven't I been doing that? Let's go to middle end. Are all these getters also just like unique putter? Oh no, these are value star. Huh, okay. Oh no, values are managed already, so maybe in here? Okay, well, I guess if it has to return a list, then like fair enough, but yeah, interesting. I'm not sure why that thought just occurred to me. I know. Yeah, okay. So this, I need to change the, oh wait, this should be node star. Let's do node star. No, source get. Okay, so we can do that. And then here we can update from reg, right? Or yeah, this is not confusing at all. So T2 will be, so that is the literal leaf, right? Because we have a ref to that, right? Yeah, this is a ref. So we're modifying the T2 in the tree's leaves. Okay, yeah. So this should be fine. So we want set source. Stood. Or can we just like, I'm gonna do the really gross thing of wrapping a pointer with shared putter. Or actually, okay, this might actually be the one instance where we want stood shared putter. If this was unique pointer, then I think returning the star would make sense. But we're literally we're like trying to transfer ownership here. So, yeah. You know what? Let's actually just implement this in here. Instead of like a getter, we can just do like morph into and then other, I guess like inherit, I guess? Not really inherit. It's more, we're like killing the other node. We're like killing the other node and then like stealing its clothes, I guess. So we could call it the hitman node or the hitman function? I don't know. This whole function thing intrigues me. I'm really struggling to come up with a good name for it. Are you a fan of one-line functions or do you prefer expanded ones? It depends on the instance. I think generally verbosity is good, but if there's something that's like repeated a lot, I prefer to have it smaller. But also like, I don't know, it's all very case by case. You'd have to like give me a concrete example and I'd probably have a more concrete preference. Are all friends with Aiden? Yes. Aiden is high-key carrying me in OS right now, actually. He might actually be the most cracked individual that I get to interact with on a daily basis. Okay, so I guess we do consume. Oh, no, I don't want to install Notion. No, don't. Almost leaked my everything. Okay. We're doing great here. We're doing great. Today's a good day. Yeah, so let's do consume. Should be void. Should be register node. Or should we take a unique putter or just a register node? I guess we could do a register node star. Yeah, this makes sense. And then we don't have to do this getter stuff. Which is really funny because I know I'm going to implement it again eventually, but you know, so it goes. Yeah, okay. And then we can throw this under here. Let's just steal this. Or wait, no. Should copy this. And this should be a void. This is consume. Okay, so we want source equals we want to move the other source. Okay, I think that's all we need. And that kind of just works, I think. And then we want to delete other, I think, right? What happens if we call delete on a shared putter? I guess it would just drop, right? Okay, so we could just delete the shared putter itself. I guess it'll fall out. It'll drop out of scope, and I guess that'll get managed anyway. So that should be fine. Windows and note-taking apps. I mean, I think it does what I need it to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care enough to like switch away from it, and it already has all my stuff. So, like, I kind of just keep it as is. Also, like, a lot of other people use it, so it's kind of useful in that regard, but yeah. There's a lot of, in general, I feel like a lot of people just talk about, a lot of people talk about, I guess, like, a lot of people talk about, like, which tooling is best for whatever, but, like, I feel like that kind of misses the boat a lot. It's kind of just, like, whatever works for you, works for you. What's good, Skittles? I'm doing alright. I'm a little bit tired. Hopefully you're doing better than me in that regard. Line delete can lead to double delete. But if I'm just deleting the shared pointer, right? I think that just deletes this instance, right? It doesn't call delete on the managed object, I think, right? I hope I'm correct about that. Yeah, let's look this up more concretely. Ah, I'm wrong. Okay. Okay, yeah. So it should just drop then. Yeah, that's fine. Just finish an assembly assignment. Nice, good stuff. I feel like that's either like terrible or like really fun, depending on the type of person you are. For Markdown, it's annoying to render is the problem I have with it. It's also like you can't really read Markdown files properly on like mobile, which is the other big problem. Okay, so we want consume to reg. Or we want, yeah, this is a register node. We want to consume, and then to reg. Oh, whoops. Arrow operator. Okay. So that works, and then I'm fine with assembly, don't love it, but isn't the worst. That's fair, yeah. I think it's just like, it's very concrete. It's also really annoying. It's like annoying to sort of remember what exists, so I'm kind of like relearning it, but yeah, it'll be fun. I think like a couple weeks ago, I was talking about maybe doing just like a week of assembly stuff. And then I thought about it after stream and I was like, this does not sound like fun. So I decided to hold off on that. That might be a funny Christmas present for y'all though, if there's enough interest. Do you read some books regarding low level stuff like OSTEP? Not really. I think everything I know is just from like my classes, to be honest. Some of the compiler stuff comes from books, some of it comes from like my mentor for research, but most of it is just straight from my classes, to be honest. Okay, so we have morph into. Or I guess we should do consume. Or actually no, morph into makes sense. Actually no, let's be consistent. Let's use consume. This wrapper seems a little bit stupid, to be honest, because we're only calling this in one place. Yeah, this is very stupid. I should I should just do this. Yeah. Yeah, so this should be I think this should just be a static cast, right? Or maybe we should add like a null pointer check. I think we already do that sort of check, yeah. Yeah, they have to both be register node by this time. So I think it should be safe to static cast. Yeah, let's static cast this. We've already dynamic casted. Okay, so we want in tree, and then I guess we want like T1 leaf. Yeah, T1 leaf, and this should just be T2. Yeah, let's do that. And let's rename this to... This is very confusing, actually. We have T2. So T2 is... Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay. Okay, so this should be... T2 reg, maybe? And this... So that takes T2. And then this is... cur reg. This should take cur tree. Okay. Yeah, this is not confusing at all. This is... So we want T2 reg to consume cur reg. So this does the identity theft stuff. So the leaf is now is structurally identical to what the original function node, register, function used to be. Writing C++ after writing assembly is like a breath of fresh air. Yeah, it feels nice having all the toys, all the useful toys of abstraction. Zero cost abstractions make writing assembly feel pointless. Honestly, I disagree. I feel like there's always like a degree of distrust between the programmer and there's always like a degree of distrust between the programmer and like the compiler, right? Like it's like very hard to like look at your code and like run it through some black box if you like aren't really familiar with it and be like, yeah, this generates the best possible code. So like I feel like when you're writing assembly, it feels like you feel very connected and like it truly is what you see is what you get, which is kind of like refreshing in a way. But also like it comes at the cost of like, you know, having to write assembly. So like it's definitely an experience. It's also really funny when you just like re-implement existing data structures in assembly, like oh yeah, I used the linked list by accident, haha, that's pretty funny. That type of thing. Yeah, that's my take at least. Okay, so we want to update the skip list now. So if we go back to the forest abstraction, I really need to rename this, but forest is too funny of a name for me to rename right now. Yeah, so each of these maps the leaves per tree. So, yeah, the important part there is those leaves are, yeah, those leaves are like sort of a skip list, so we don't have to traverse the tree all the way down to the bottom. So we need to update that at least. Okay, so for each, oh my god, I'm writing Rust code in C++, guys. This is not good. I'm like actually losing it. Okay, so for each tree in tree leaves. Or we want, wait, leaf and, not tree leaves. We want courage. Or we want trees. Get leaves at courage. And the pointer still exists. It's just we've kind of gutted its internal structure. So we should, this should still be, should be viable. I might want to use a multi-set here though. For tree leaves. Or actually no, I could probably just append it and call it a day. We just need to delete the old putter. Definitely took the time to understand instructions to write some programs, so maybe haven't gotten deep enough. I mean, I guess maybe. I think like it's all just like kind of, it's all perspective at the end of the day. So maybe like we can all interpret it differently, I think. Blessings, thank you. Okay, we need to, one delete being linear time is not that bad, right? We're iterating through it a lot. I don't think it's really the end of the world if we have to like, if we have to just do this. And this is a ref, right? Yeah, this is a ref. So, So we want to delete the register, or we want to delete cur-reg, or we want to delete t2 reg, and then we want to put in the children of cur-reg. That sounds very gruesome when I word it like that, but I promise you it's not that bad. Yeah, okay, let's do this. I think linear lookup is really not the end of the world here. So yeah, we'll do this. We want trees. So we want T2 leaves. Or we want T1 leaves. We want trees, get leaves at T1. Yeah, so we want that. And T1 leaves. Get erase. Is there a, what is the find function here? Stood find. I really don't like the way I'm writing this, but I'll need to deal with it. So we want T1 leaves, begin. So we want begin, end, and then we want to find, I think T2. Yeah, so we can do that. And then, right? Begin, end, and then we want, these are shared putter. T2 is a shared putter. So T2 literally comes from there. So should we get leaves T1? Oh, wait. No, not that. That's fine. Yeah, so we do that. What is erase? This takes a position. This should be an iterator. This is an iterator. I don't know. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Don't burn down the house while I'm away. Alright, I'm back. Wish compiler compile GCC compiler written by C. I can't lie, that sentence is not sentencing to me. Listen, bro, it started videos with LeetCode. Yeah, I've been thinking about bringing that back in some capacity. Yeah, I'm not really sure though. I'd have to think about it at least. Maybe, or at least if I do, it wouldn't be the LeetCode daily, because that is like too rage bait. Also, I've decided I think I'm gonna use a multi-set here instead of a vector. I like the fast iteration of vector, but I think we're doing a lot of lookup, right? Or no, we're doing a lot of iterating actually. Yeah, so that's an iterate, that's an iterate, that's an iterate, that's an iterate. Yeah, I might actually I might have to do this the slow way. Okay. Stood find? Oh, we need algorithm. Find if? Okay, let's just use find. Let's just do it this way. So we also want to include algorithm. Okay, so that fixes the error that I was getting. Yeah, so this makes sense. I quite don't like this erase, but I don't really think there's much of a good way around it. Like, if we're kind of just iterating through it anyway, I feel like it's a little bit inefficient, but it should at least still be faster. I hope. Yeah, okay. So then, so for each leaf, this is a shared putter. Or what we could also do is we could also just make this a function inside of forest. So we have consume, and then we also have like, we also want like forest, we want to consume as well. Yeah, let's just add a consume function in here. So we have these, and then we want void consume. We want the, I think this we should just, let's take node star. So we want tree 1. Or I guess we want to like, how do we do this? Oh, actually no, this doesn't make sense. We should probably just separate it, I think. That might be the most sensible. How do you recommend learn DSA? Honestly, I think just like NeetCode is pretty reasonable for that. I've heard good things about LeetCode's DSA course. But yeah, I think just like working through NeetCode's stuff and then like watching his videos as you go will get you very far. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask me, I guess. Okay, so we have that. We need to, what is T1 leaves? Or at least, do we have this somewhere already? This needs to be a ref, actually. Almost forgot about that. So it's that, and then for each leaf, we want T1 leaves. You wanna move it in. Yeah, so we can do that. I think that's all we need to do, right? We just erase the one leaf, and then we push all of the new leaves back. Yeah, let's add a couple comments to make this a little bit more readable. Actually, yeah, we can split it up like this. Then we can erase, and then we can do that. And then we need to update memory instruction. Yes, we could do like propagate. It's like we wanna, I don't know. Maybe we could just do like merge. That might actually not be a terrible idea. I don't know. It feels strange. Let's just, this should be a data structure, not an object. So I think it makes sense to just make it kind of opaque at least. Or I guess translucent. Yeah. So we're gonna do node star tree bool new value, I guess. I don't know. I'm starting to give up on like naming conventions here because it's really hard to be consistent with that across this much time. Okay, so now we propagate it, so we want we should do trees, we want to set memory instruction of T1. So we want to update T1. T1 is a node star. Okay, so we want T1, and then we want T1, or we want trees has memory instruction. We want to compare T1 and then T2. We just want to end it with trees has memory instruction T2 get. Yeah, okay, nice. This is quite ugly, but I think that's fine. Okay, so we want to update the uses list, and we want to remove the merged tree from cur. This is actually where this is where using what's it called? I guess the weak pointers would be really helpful, because now I don't need to update it at all. Or I don't need to update merged at all if I do that, or cur at all. Okay, so how do I even update uses? I guess we just pop, right? Oh wait, we need to do the thing again. So everything that, okay, so all of its dependencies. get moved, I guess. So we kind of just do the same thing that we did. Same thing that we did here. But we can do a splice actually, which is very nice. Yeah, so we can copy this sort of thing. But instead of this, we want uses. Yeah, uses and uses being the same word is very, very uncomfortable to me. This causes a lot of confusion, actually. So uses at P1. And then we want to update that. So begin. End, and then we want to find. Actually, yeah, it uses T2. So you can just erase T2, I think. How did we populate it originally? Oh, we populated it from here, I see. Yeah, so we update it with the leaves. So this should work. Yeah, and then I think we can just wait. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Wait, how am I even populating this to begin with? Maybe this is the other way around? Yeah, this seems wrong. Yeah, why am I even keeping track of this then? This doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, this doesn't work. So for each leaf. Yeah, but then we can't do the... No, this doesn't work. Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. How do we architect this? Yeah, this is so annoying. God damn it. Okay. I guess we could just push the string up. Yeah, so we push the tree onto the thing, which is not what we want here. I think we could just do a hash map of string, to be honest. Because all of these registers necessarily have names. Because these are all virtual registers. That might have to be what we do here. Yeah, okay, let's do that for now. I don't really have the bandwidth to try to make this a cleaner design, so I think this is what we will have to do for now. Yeah, so let's just do a string list. Oh, this is really annoying. I'm like actually low-key gonna rage quit here. I'm like actually very tempted. This is very annoying. This doesn't quite do what I want. Okay, alright, all good, all good. Let's add another helper function at the top here, I guess. I'm gonna have to rewrite this eventually. This is like truly one of the most abominable files that exist in this. So yeah. It's so annoying. So we want reg to string. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so then this should take a node star, I think. Oh my god. This really PMO. Have you made anything yet? What do you mean? Like, if you're asking like if I've landed a job yet, I have an internship for the summer, but I'm not counting that for the stream. If you're asking like project-wise, I'm working on it right now. Lexer parser, yeah. I've gotten all the way down to the back end now. So right now I'm working on instruction selection, but I have a complete front end. I have a pass manager, and I have a couple of optimization passes pretty much. That's kind of the point where I'm at. Okay, so we want node star node, I guess. I don't know. These names elude me. I will do one more pass through this in a later stream, just cleaning everything up. Where's the GitHub link? It's in the description. It's called Panic. Yeah, it should be pinned on my profile. Let's just static cast bucket. Let's make some regrettable choices. Oh my god, we don't have a git string. Okay, all good. I'm actually like at my wit's end here. All right, let's put this here. Let's do that. Okay, yeah, I use the arrow, yeah, okay. Right, so we have reg to string. Let's just fix all of these errors here. Reg to string, this is t2 get. If it turns out any node that isn't a register needs merging, then like, fine, I guess. Yeah. So we want reg to string. Can I do this? Am I going insane here? What is happening? Why is this not valid? What am I finding? So uses is... No, it should be fine. This is a list of node start. What is T2? This is a shared putter. Don't get. No? Is that not? I forgot it doesn't auto brace for me? Okay. Also, what is wrong with the... Okay, I guess it fixed itself, that's fine. Okay, so we want at reg to string, node get, let's close brace. Alright, so that should work now. Yeah, okay. So then we want a way to remove merged from it now. Okay, so we have the uses list there. So, oh wait, no, this doesn't make sense. No. We're not getting T2. We could just pop back actually, to be honest. I think it's safe to pop back, given what we've done up here, yeah. So it should be T1, so we should just be able to pop back here. Yeah, we can pop back, I think. So we want T1 uses, pop back. Okay, and then what else do we add here? Clean? No, my Vim is very sloppy actually, as a matter of fact. You can definitely do way better. The people that are like actually cracked would probably clown on me for the way I use it, as a matter of fact. It's quite slow. What is cur? Is cur a list? Okay, nice. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's to do that, and then cur, we want to erase at cur find, or where's the find here? Let's just do the find thing that we have above here. What? Okay, let's just steal this, or actually let's just rewrite it. That, and then I want to get rid of what? Cur instruction or cur tree? Or yeah, we can do that, I think. And then this should compare with the equality operator, right? Yeah, okay. So we use the equals. Yeah, okay. That does what we want. So it is just that. That's good. Okay. So now we need to just clean this up. So instead of pushing, so this is just the wrong thing altogether. So what is uses? When do we update it? Let's do like leaf here. So we want uses of leaf. Oh wait, anything else that uses? Oh no, that's annoying. So it should be the only use and the last use, and nothing in between depends on it. Or last use or only use. Oh wait, then we can just wait, this I'm getting confused by how to update this. Okay, I might have to stare at this for a second. Alright, so okay, let's notepad this. Okay, so sorry, I'm like really tired. Apologies if I sound upset to be here. I'm just like truly tired. Yeah. So uses of, so I guess like uses maps a instruction or a output to so maybe that. That's how I'm thinking about it. And then so when it's consumed, wait. No, this doesn't make sense to me. What do you mean his uses? Wait. This list should be very trivial, at least. I think. Am I just like tripping? I'm like not thinking, I'm not reasoning about this correctly, I think, somewhere. I'm definitely missing something. I might just be really tired, I don't know. Let's pull up the slides again, actually. Yeah, okay. So where's the critical slide? This one. Oh, wait, it's just uses of the value. Or, yeah, uses of the variable. Yeah, okay. So then... it's dead after the instruction, or it's only used. So then... the list for that is either the end of a list or wait, no, there just shouldn't be an instance where there are other uses of it, right? Because if we're merging it inwards, that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, this should just be like singular then, right? Am I tripping? So we should be able to just make no changes, right? Yeah, we should be able to just leave the list the same, I feel like. Oh, I'm going insane here. No, this is like my brain is like exploding, I feel like. That makes sense. And then, yeah, so this is the example. Wait, what? Wait, no, I'm actually like, I'm not getting any of this at all. Pen and paper? I guess, yeah. I like tried to notepad it. It's just not making sense, period, right now. I guess, do we need to do anything to this mapping? Is there an instance? So if that's at the back of something, Right, so the last, let's say like the last use of, so let's say we did this, not this merge. Let's look at like a safe merge. I was going the wrong way. Whoops. Yeah, let's assume we do like this merge, right? This merge here. So uses of P1 includes V1, uses of V1 is V2, uses of P2 is V2. So uses of P1 should be V2 now? At the front? Yeah, I see. Okay. Okay, so we could just iterate through them. And then we can check the back. Right? So T1 uses. We should not care about T1 uses to begin with here, I think. Yeah, so let's not look at that, I think. Yeah, we don't need to do anything there. So just everything that has the variable as the everything that has current instruction at the back. Yeah, so we don't iterate through leaves. We iterate through, or actually no, we could just iterate through leaves, I think, right? Because all of the leaves have that as well at the back. Yeah, if there's no other uses in between, then that necessarily has to be the back. Right? Yeah, we could throw an assert in there, worst case, I think. Okay, let's change this. Make AI compiler. What do you mean? Because that means a lot of different things, actually, surprisingly. Actually, yeah, we could just. Yeah, that should be the backmost use. Yeah, that should be backmost use. Is that a safe heuristic to make, actually? I'm like way too fried for this for some reason. I'm like really struggling. This is definitely a struggle stream of all time. So then yeah, okay. So let's just try something and we will debug it as we go. This will be a pain in the ass to debug, but at least it'll get done, I think. Okay, I'm gonna move this to my second monitor so I don't like blind you guys for the rest of eternity. Yeah, so this is fine actually. We want to get leaves of current register? Yeah, okay, this is perfect then. So instead of this we want uses at reg to string. Let's give it leaf get. Yeah. So we want to close bracelet. What the? Okay. So we want to do that, and we want to pop back. Yeah, let's do it like this. Uses leaf. We can do this. Or it's like, so you do that. So you do that, leaf uses, we're gonna pop back. Let's throw in an assert real quick, just for myself. So back should equal cur reg. At least if we did this correctly. So we can pop back and then we want to push back it. We're gonna push back something else. We're gonna push back T1. Yeah, T1. There we go. Yeah, so this should be correct now in theory. Not using any AI? Yeah, I don't find it very useful in terms of like writing the code. Maybe if like I'm completely stuck, I'll ask it like more broad design questions, but I don't think it really helps me write code faster when it comes to like actually typing out the code. Because I feel like usually it's not really, or like the Copilot output's usually not really helpful to me. It's either something I could have already written, or it's just like, it's either something I could have written, or it's just like unmaintainable code in the sense that's like very duplicative and not really clean, or it's just wrong. Those are like the three instances I find with it, and none of them are really ideal for me, at least. Alright, let's build real quick. I might have forgotten something somewhere along the way. Did I implement the thing? I didn't implement the thing. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So let's set memory instruction. Let's replace has with that. Take a small. Oh, I see. Yeah, like an ML, like an ML compiler. I guess I could do that. That's something I want to learn about eventually, but I have a lot to build up to that point still. Want this at tree. Oh, this takes a unique. Oh, that's really annoying. Don't like skipping levels? What do you mean? I can't lie. My brain is already like, I'm already really struggling to think today. So yeah, apologies if I'm just not making much sense. What is wrong here? Unordered set of node star. Yeah, so this definitely exists. So this is a node star. Oh, do I need to wait? Do I have unordered set? Yes, I do have unordered set. Oh. Wait, this is an insert. Whoops. Let's rename this propagate. Let's do that. Let's rename propagate. This should be fine as well. Or we need to delete this. That's good. Propagate. Okay. Oh. Okay, so we want this check to occur outside of here now. And we can also make this a double edge then. Yeah, and this should be good. Okay. I think this is reasonable. Let's rebuild. Hopefully this at least builds. And also if there's a way I could like test this, that would actually be great. I don't think there's a great way for me to test it though, unfortunately. Okay, nothing breaks. That. I think that would actually be a good thing to work on next time, just like getting 2-string output for next time. Ghost cam transparent overlay effect? Oh, I see what you're saying. I could, but I don't know. I low-key like my camera as is because it also blocks notifs, and I'm a little bit lazy to turn those off properly, so that might be something I'll look into eventually. I'll do like a big production overhaul eventually, but I don't think that little corner is like, I don't think anyone else has like really mentioned it before, so I haven't really like given it too much thought. Yeah, that'll be on the books though. I'll write that down actually. Yeah, okay. Oh, and then I can also play with like different screen reses and stuff, and I can like do a sidebar, and I could like put chat. Anyway, that's all speculation. I think I will. Yeah, so we've done this now. We have all of this stuff. I also want to add like some debug print stuff for nodes at least. That might be smart, at least just for like my own sanity. So I'll probably do that eventually. But yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable place to call today's stream. I don't really have a lot of mental capacity to think about compiler stuff today. I've got an OS lab I need to complete, and some other research stuff that I need to get done before a meeting tomorrow. So yeah, thank you all so much for showing up to today's stream. I appreciate you all sticking through it, even though I am going through it a little bit. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you sub to my channel and like the stream. It helps out a lot with the algorithm and gets my content out to more people. I'm like very close to being able to actually monetize my stuff, so if I could hit that, that would be incredible, but if not, then like all good. It is what it is. While you're down there, make sure you join the Discord. The link is in the description. You can chat with me and the broader community outside of stream hours and get pinged when I go live. And my LinkedIn and GitHub are down there. You should add me on those to stay up to date with what I'm doing. Yeah, that's about it. Take care, y'all. Take it easy. I appreciate the support lots, and have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.